Can everybody hear me? Okay. All right, everyone. Good morning. My name is Lindsay Holmson. I am the Manager of Public Information and Strategic Communication here at the Regina Police Service, and I will be your MC for today. I want to thank you all for joining us today. First off, I would like to start by acknowledging that we're gathered on Treaty 4 territory, the traditional territory of the Nehiyawak, Anishinaabeg, and the Siouan tribes of Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. I myself am proud to call Treaty 4 territory home, to be able to work here and to be able to be part of important gatherings like the one we are here today. Earlier this year, the BOLO program partnered with the Regina Police Service in an effort to amplify the national search for homicide suspect Daniel ATEM. ATEM is wanted for first-degree murder in the death of Roman Miller. Today, we are joined by Roman Miller's family. Thank you all for being here today. Our partners with both the BOLO program are here, as well as Crime Stoppers, as well as the RPS detectives who have been working tirelessly to locate and arrest those responsible for this crime. The Regina Police Service is deeply committed to this important work, and that extends through all levels of this organization. And to that end, I would like to thank members of our Board of Police Commissioners that are here today, members of our leadership team, as well as our deputy chiefs. Deputy Chief Trent Stevely will be our first speaker today. He will provide background on the crime and the subsequent investigation. Deputy?
Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks, Lindsay, for the land acknowledgement. My name is Trent Stevely, and I'm a deputy with the Regina Police Service. As you heard, in February 2023, the Regina Police Service partnered with the BOLO program. The BOLO program is an initiative leveraging social media, technology, and population engagement to encourage citizens to be on the lookout, or BOLO, for Canada's most wanted subjects. You'll hear more about the program shortly from Max. In regard to the Regina homicide, on July 29th, 2023, in the 2100 block of Broad Street, 2 subjects were responsible for the murder of a 32-year-old male. One subject, Cedric Samuel, was arrested and taken into custody by RPS in February 2024. The other, Daniel Juma ATEM, remains wanted for this murder. You will hear from a representative of the family shortly. After exhausting most all of the investigative avenues in effort to locate and arrest ATEM, we submitted this investigation to the BOLO program for their review and consideration. Respecting current privacy laws, the BOLO program and assessment committee are only provided public and generic information summaries for their review. In this Regina case, the BOLO current case assessment committee, comprised of RCMP and municipal police agency reps, received our police file summaries, reviewed these summaries, and made the recommendation to the BOLO board that the program should champion or amplify the warrant for Daniel ATEM's location and arrest. The BOLO program is not law enforcement, and they are not Crime Stoppers. Their amplification campaigns are 100% free. They do not cost the taxpayers or police services any money. They never interfere with police activities and investigations. They work in close cooperation with the police services to develop and deploy their amplification campaigns. They do not collect tips, but the website directs people to submit tips to the local police or Crime Stoppers. The ranking system and reward value is determined by the BOLO Assessment Committee. Nearly $1 million is available for any information leading to the arrest of the top 25. This is the first time an RPS subject wanted Canada-wide has been selected for the top 25. In a nutshell, BOLO brings national attention or amplifies the community's desire to locate and apprehend dangerous wanted persons such as Daniel ATEM. We're not looking for witnesses or people to testify. This case is ready to go to trial. We're asking and seeking the location of Daniel so he can be apprehended and face justice. To the associates and friends of Daniel, you may face criminal charges for being an accessory after the fact. If you assist him in evading arrest, you will be arrested. There is always an opportunity to call police or Crime Stoppers. There is money for you if you assist in his location and arrest. And finally, before I turn it back over to Lindsay, the Regina Police Service has a message for Daniel. Sooner or later, you will be apprehended. Do the right thing, call a lawyer, and turn yourself in. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy. I would now like to call up Tamara Cherry, who will be reading a statement on behalf of Roman Miller's family.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Deputy. I'm joined on stage here by Delroy Miller. This is Roman's father, and the family has asked for me to read a statement on their behalf, but after I'm done reading that statement, Delroy has a few words he'd like to share. Okay. Our lives have been forever changed. Literally, nothing is the same. The sadness has not eased, the pain has not disappeared, the disbelief remains constant. On July 29th, 2023, when we lost Roman Miller, a piece of us was taken out of this world. A mother lost her baby, a father lost his son, brothers their best friend, and a sister lost her confidant. How can we ever sit back and just wait to feel better? We can't. Our hearts won't let us. So we're pleading, begging the person or people who know where the perpetrator is to come forward. Perhaps you know a few of the details. This doesn't matter. Whatever you know, no matter how insignificant it may feel, please bring it forward. Investigators do not need evidence. They do not need you to testify in court. They just need to find him. The reality is, none of us knows the future. If we did, we would have never let Roman leave the house that night. You never know when it might be your turn to depend on the help, honesty, and integrity of humanity to find justice. So do your part and tell us what you know. Together, we are a community. We're united and we're strong. The evil acts of one man will never prevail over the collective good of a community. The man who took Roman's life is a dangerous man, but he is only one man. Without the help of others, he is alone, destitute, and defeated. If you are helping him hide, stop. Stop aiding and abetting the man who took our Roman's life. He is not stronger than you, and he needs to stand like a man and take responsibility for the life he took before another family suffers. Being silent is being complicit. Lastly, to the man who took Roman's life, you've hurt us. You've torn our lives apart and destroyed our emotional peace. You've taken away from us a life we cannot get back. But there's still time. Time for you to do what's right and surrender. Evil deeds never go unpunished, and so we encourage you to surrender. We can't imagine the mental anguish and nightmares that must torment you, knowing you're in constant hiding, having to look over your shoulder, wondering if today is the day you're going to get caught. Is this the life you really want to live? Surrender. Surrender now before it's too late. To the Regina Police Service, thank you for your efforts to support us in seeking justice. Although we may not see the results right away, we know you are working within your means to bring justice to Roman. To our community members, we cannot say thank you enough. Your support has been incredibly instrumental. We look forward to the relief of justice to finally feel a sense of peace. Peace, that's what we want. Thank you. And before I turn the microphone over to Delroy here, I'll just point out that Regina Police Service, when they put out their news release, will have a photo of Roman that the family asks that you use in your coverage of this case moving forward. And there's also going to be a link to some video images of Roman as well. So I'll pass the mic over to Delroy.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you for coming. As reiterated what the letter just read, I just want to thank the Regina Police Service, the Deputy, Renee, and Candice, and those names I might not even know who's working behind the scene. Between my family and myself, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you. This is not going to go unnoticed. We thank you. And the BOLO program, thank you very much.
Thank you both. now I would like to call up Executive Director of the BOLO program, Max Langlois, and he will speak to the amplification of this national campaign and the update as to why we're all here today.
Thank you. Good morning. Delroy and your entire family, thank you for being here. I know this is hard, and I really appreciate you being here today. Thank you for being here, everyone. This is the first time the BOLO program comes to Regina to announce a reward and an amplification campaign, so I'll just take a moment to go over our mission and core principles. BOLO's objective is to encourage citizens to be on the lookout for Canada's most wanted. And to encourage citizens to be on the lookout so our communities can be safer. We operate a top 25 of Canada's most wanted. And we amplify priority wanted notices through innovative campaigns using both outdoor and online advertisement. Just like the deputy mentioned earlier, everything we do is free to police services and taxpayers. We're the work of a Canadian charity. We don't collect tips, like it was mentioned. Speak up if it's back. If we don't want to interfere with police work. So, and there are channels already available to the public to submit tips, Crime Stoppers, the police, 911. So our job is to direct the public to these tip channels. And everything we do is complementary to police work and Crime Stoppers work as well. We don't want to be, we want to be non-disruptive. We want to be complementary. So the amplification campaign featuring Daniel Juma ATEM that we're launching today will be seen by millions of people. As of today, our outdoor ads will be available on 13 different structures in Saskatchewan and Alberta, including 8 billboards right here in Regina. These 8 billboards are live already. Furthermore, we're launching this morning a massive social media campaign on Facebook and Instagram that will focus on 4 specific regions of Saskatchewan and Alberta. In cooperation with Regina Crime Stoppers, the BOLO program is pleased to offer a reward of up to $50,000 for any information leading to the arrest of Mr. ATEM. I want to be clear here. The only condition for this reward to be yours is for the tip you submit to lead to the arrest of Mr. ATEM. Period. There are no other conditions. Mr. ATEM's eventual trial has nothing to do with this reward. If your tip is successful, our top and only priority will be to give you the money you deserve, just like we've done several times in our 7 years of operations. And don't forget, not only you can submit your tip anonymously with Crime Stoppers, you can also claim this reward anonymously. Note that this reward is only available until June 3rd, 2025. So if you have something to say it now. I would like to conclude with a message for Daniel ATEM. You've been on a run for over a year now. That's 1 year of looking over your shoulder 24/7, constantly wondering if you should go there or do that, because someone may recognize you. That's 1 year of not knowing how and when you'll be arrested, because you will be arrested. Are the police going to come when you're having drinks with friends? Are you going to wake up at 2 a.m. to the sound of the police busting your door? This is very uncomfortable. And today, your world gets even smaller. Everyone will know you're wanted. Everyone will be on the lookout for you. What we're doing today only has one good use for you. It's an incentive for you to turn yourself in to the nearest police service, because that's the only right thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. As you mentioned, another incredibly important partner in the work that we do is Regina Crime Stoppers. For over 40 years, they've been serving our community. I would like to now ask Executive Director of Regina Crime Stoppers, Kevin Basendowski, to come up and talk about how people can collect their reward in the anonymous process.
Just make sure that's the right height here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today for this important announcement. My name, as mentioned earlier, is Kevin Basendowski, and I am the president of Regina Crime Stoppers. Our community's safety is a shared responsibility, which each one of us has a role to play in our community. Today, Regina Crime Stoppers, in cooperation with BOLO and Regina Police Services, is once again reaching out to the community. We're reaching out to you for assistance in locating Daniel ATEM. Daniel ATEM is wanted for first-degree murder, a murder that happened right here in Regina on July 29th, 2023. If you have any information regarding to the whereabouts of Daniel ATEM and you wish to remain completely anonymous, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. Or submit a tip online at reginacrimestoppers.ca. Rest assured, your identity will remain fully protected, and your confidentiality is 100% guaranteed. Our anonymous phone lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and we are able to take tips in multiple languages. Any information you provide will be immediately forwarded to RPS and the investigators for this case. There is no such thing as a bad tip, but a better tip includes more detail. If your tip leads to the arrest or the apprehension of Daniel ATEM, you will be eligible for BOLO's reward of up to $50,000. Like the tip itself, the cash reward can be claimed completely anonymous. Crime Stoppers guarantees your anonymity at every step. You will never be required to testify. We strongly urge anyone with knowledge of Daniel ATEM, his whereabouts, or any information that could lead to his arrest or apprehension to come forward. Break the silence. By doing so, you will make a meaningful contribution to the safety of your community, the safety of our community. Safe communities are a shared responsibility. Together, we can make a difference. We can make a difference in the prevention of crime. We can make a difference in enhancing the safety of all of our neighborhoods. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. So that concludes the formal portion of our news conference today. I would like to, on behalf of the Regina Police Service, I would like to thank the BOLO program, Regina Crime Stoppers, the family of Roman Miller, and the media for joining us today. What will happen next is we will move the podium over to the area there with the media wall, and any of our speakers that spoke today are available for questions related to the BOLO program, and we'll just get that started now. But once again, thank you all for joining us today. It's great to see so many people in our community here joining together to share this message. Thanks, everyone.